they're starting to restock. I'm waiting till they get some fresh fruit and shit again, so that I can have like grapes and why won't you let me click? What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm already clicked on it. Don't mind me. I just gotta remember to play. I haven't tried those, but I feel like they're pretty iconic in Australia. Yeah, they are. They were huge in my childhood. The Kirk soft drinks were massive. Like I could pretty much guarantee if I went to a family event, there would probably be some Kirk's cans of soft drinks, variety pack or whatever, in somebody's fridge, or esky or whatever. So it was pretty big. I don't see them being sold out as much, at least locally where I am now. I don't see those like be the first to go off the shelves. This area is pretty like Coke populated, and Monster Energy drink populated, so I struggled to get like Red Bull and the usual crap and stuff, so yeah. But it'll be right. We'll get some normal crap back in the stores. We got bread today, so that was lovely. It means I can have a sandwich later. Like we just, all the basics are basically like limited ration for everybody, so it's fine. Right, those would feel like, oh yeah, no, I saw that. Alright, so basically I'm going out through the Flayer waypoint. And I probably should have looked at the map before we arrived here, but this is fine. Let me just pop you, just in case. Wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so basically what I've got to do tonight is I've got to try to run back up through here and up through this top part, which I think is where the Flayer village should be, to find the gibbon. So we'll go for a run up there. Hey, Durin, what are you up to? What are you up to this morning? I literally had a pretty good sleep. Oh shit, there's actually enemies here. I had a pretty good sleep. I slept from like 6 AM until about 9 PM tonight. So that was a pretty good long slog of sleep today, which kind of made up for yesterday where I didn't get as much sleep because of the possible appointment that I nearly missed. But I could hear treants and I don't see them. But anyway, yeah, no, I got some recovery sleep sort of things. So that was good. Look. Guess above her. I don't know where my Valkyrie went. There she is. I'm finally enjoying well-deserved couple of days off. Hustling the past 3 days nearly caught up on me. Oh, really? Oh, there's a special in here. Hold on, let me move back a bit. Where are you, mate? I might have killed him already. Unless, there he is. We've got Blightheart the Unholy here. Magic resistant, extra strong with teleportation. That's why I couldn't find him before. Yeah, no. I'm glad you've got a bit of a break. I know what it's like to have a bit of overwork, like, take you down and stuff. I had that over Christmas. I had that over Christmas really badly. Because I tried to push to get a whole heap of things done right before my Christmas break. And I well and truly overdid it. But it's fine. I did get, like, I wouldn't really count the last week or whatever where we were dealing with the cyclone. I wouldn't really count that as like a break. But I did get to have like at least like a little bit of a time away from like all the social medias and stuff like that. So it kind of sort of acts a bit like it kind of thing. And not really a break though. Maybe filled with relaxation, multiple cigars, and just junk food eating. Nice. Are they like the the smaller fucking cigars or like the really big ones? Because like I don't specifically smoke, but I have enjoyed like a couple of cigars in the past. And around here they sell like a flavored cigar as well, which there's like a vanilla one or whatever that I used to like getting because it just had like this nice like smoky flavor, but it was like how do I put it? It wasn't as like intense smoky, which out of interest, like smoking with asthma is not a smart idea. But yeah, no, just special event type stuff. I haven't I haven't had a cigar or whatever in fucking
Good day.
probably a decade, at least.
Yes.
Been like a combination of nothing to celebrate and no money to spend on such stuff, you know? The big ones. Oh yeah. So I guess I gotta take my mum to the store to get the odds ends to start gathering all of tax paperwork. Oh yeah, that's right. That shit's coming up in a while. I collate like all of my tax shit throughout the year, week to week, because I have to go to an accountant to get that shit done. But yeah, I can't use that yet. But yeah, anyway, I have to work on it all the time, so it kind of stays up to date and sort of semi-managed and stuff because of that. You know, when I was young, I used to have one of the most, horrible asthma machines, inhalers, pills, etc. And then after 11, 12, it just went poof, just went away. That happens to some people. Some people, it just stays around. Some people, it gets worse. Like, mine got okay into early adulthood because I was a really athletic kid and I grew into a really athletic adult. Oh, that's a snake. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Anyway, because of that, yeah, I ended up like managing my asthma pretty bloody well. But like, the thing with asthma is it's like a constant lung capacity thing. Kind of thing for people that are affected like that. We got Shadow Wolf the Impaler, Stone Sin Curse, Magic Resistant. It's not a great combination. But yeah, every so often I have like an asthma attack. I don't have it as much since I don't do the super intense exercise anymore. That and I had pneumonia a few years ago, which certainly didn't help my asthma, unfortunately. So that kind of like took me back to like rock bottom with that, and that was horrible. It's like not being able to breathe, like, but all the time. It's like having an asthma attack, but it's like all the time. That's what pneumonia is like for anybody that hasn't had it. I got that out of the blue too. Apparently you can get it from like laying in bed too much, because I'd been really sick with my Crohn's and I'd been like in bed heaps, and apparently you can just get it from just like laying around too much, which was wild. And I'm like, I didn't even go near anybody that's got the flu. I haven't been near anybody that's sick. I haven't been sick in months and stuff like that at the time, and they're like, yeah, no, you can get it from just like laying down too much. I'm like, that's what the fuck. Oh man. The hell just happened? Shelly. Shelly, Raiders, welcome in. I was just about to say, I'm like, I could barely hear that over my game music, and Shelly loves it whenever I'm just like confused by being raided. What the fuck are you up to, man? What are you doing? I actually might need to go. I have to go back across there. Hey, what are you up to, Shelly? What have you been doing? I briefly saw that you were live before I started, but I wasn't awake for long enough to actually like check out what you were up to. I like basically like woke up and then started streaming. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm finally getting a chance to play Diablo again after like about a month. It's just I keep like not being able to play this on Thursdays, so it's nice. I've had most of my Thursdays for like the last month interrupted, so let's just playing some Marvel Rivals. Oh yeah, that checks out. How are you? Yeah, I'm alright. I had a lot of sleep, so I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm still kind of like, I'm still pretty like chuffed from playing Serious Sam yesterday, and then actually finally getting a chance to play fucking Diablo today. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So oh mate, somebody in here's got an aura. Yeah, definitely can't complain for once. Usually speaking, for anybody that doesn't know, I've got chronic medical conditions, health conditions and shit, right? So I am usually, my default state is always tired, always like slightly exhausted and stuff. So it's really odd to me. It's really strange when I'm not just chronically exhausted or tired out of the blue. You know, that's kind of how I feel about when I get like a day when I'm not tired. It just feels off. It feels weird. You'll be lurking. Have a good rest. Rest of your stream might pop in here and there. No worries. You get your rest. I know you often do like super long streams, so yeah, by all means, go get some sleep.
I am overburdened.
Or eat, or whatever you gotta do. Or both. I don't know. I'm not your fucking mum. Figure out your priorities. Imagine that. It's like, go fucking clean your room, Shelly. Go get that shit done. Oh man. I imagine Shelly's like probably lolling pretty hard now to that. It still wouldn't do it though. And nobody call me mum. That shit will get you timed out here. I'm not even joking. Yeah, no, oh, fuck. Oh, we got Moldpox across the way. That's who's doing the aura. No, you guys play with her over there. Don't come over. I might just pop Valkyrie over the road and she can help.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I am. But if I can keep him over there, that'll be alright. Jason told his audience he would disappear. Count of 3. Got came around himself and counted. And then disappeared without a trace. Oh my god, Rin. That's terrible. So you clean your room. Don't worry about mine though. But what do you need the motivations? Do you need to be reminded to like go clean? Because you're supposed to be relaxing at the moment. Like I'm not gonna remind somebody that's like that's the intention. That was awful, Rin. I'm not going to tell somebody that's like legitimately chilling and stuff that's actually on like a holiday and stuff. Here's the biggest thing, right? Is when I used to have like a day job, right? I used to work with like a mixed bag of different kind of peoples, right? You know, all the married, the singles, the in-between, the datings, all those sort of like mixed bag of people, right? And the biggest thing I used to find is anybody that was in like the married column, every single time they came up to a holiday, all the guys would just be so upset that they were having a holiday because their wives would have this like list of shit for them to do, so they couldn't actually have a holiday. And I'm like, that shit's horrible. And on the flip side, whenever the women had like the fucking breaks, they'd be like, oh, I'm planning to like go out to a spa and get my nails done and, you know, so on and so forth. And I'm just like, uh-huh. Let me have a drink, Connor. Thank you for hydrate, Rin. As somebody that lived by myself for several years, I kind of like tried to always like do shit that I had on my like list to do and stuff, because there's always a list to do shit around the house, right? There's always crap to be done. And like I'd never leave that shit to the weekend, and I'd never leave that shit to holidays. What the fuck, electricity? But yeah, when it comes down to actual holidays, like, I don't have a fucking list for my partner. I'm just like, I expect him to, like, maybe build a Gundam or a Zoid or something. And sleep. Sleep's a big one. And maybe play some games if his friends are available and shit. Maybe even go and play, like, D&D or something in person or something if his friends are available. But, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tell somebody if they're on holidays and shit to like go and do stuff, because that's stupid. What's the health in this? I want you to put that there. Okay. I've got a prop here. That's literally everyone at my work. Is it worse is better? Terrible Rin. Vacation when they're back. Home is when they have to work. What's vagging about them? Yeah, that's how I kind of always found it too, was I always had like co-workers be like, I'm looking forward to coming back to work because then I won't have to do shit around the house. And I'm like, mate, I fucking feel sorry for you. The only good thing is there's like a whole generation of like people now that are kind of like flipping the script or changing it up and stuff like that. Don't just do that shit anymore, which is nice. So people aren't like pegged into a corner of, oh, you have to do stuff. There's a lot more like teamwork and relationships and crap. Not everybody though, but I'm just saying like some people are like, oh, we both don't enjoy doing this thing, but we want to enjoy our holidays, want to enjoy our weekends. let's do that on like a random weekday. We both know we're going to be like exhausted from it, but it's gone and it's done, and then when we get our break we can just do whatever the fuck we want and stuff, you know. There's a lot more of that, but there looks like, oh, that might actually be where the Flayer village is. Anyway, if you guys are here just chilling and stuff like that, and I ever jokingly say like go clean your room or something like that, I'm not actually expecting you to go fucking do something. I'm just mostly having fun. And the hilarious thing is if you ask the men at work, what they're doing over the weekend, it's like mow the lawn, clean the garage, home projects, etc. Yeah, it's just kind of how it's been for like a long time. I actually watched somebody the other day. I was watching a random channel on like TikTok or whatever, and this person was like, they spent like all their time working on getting this like over the top pristine lawn, and all the comments, every comment on that video was like, mate, how bad is it inside the house if you got to spend that much time out in the yard? And I'm like, fair, but then again, I'm also not an outdoorsy person. I don't give a fuck if the grass is like brown or long. Like, grass is grass. It will be grass whether I touch it or not. And yeah, I don't know. I think that also plays a bit into it too, is if it's awful inside, you want to go outside and do other stuff, or like have hobbies and shit. It's cool to have hobbies. It's cool if like gardening is your shit. That's fine. It's just that like when it gets to like an obsessive quality where like, you know, snow or whatever, like we don't get snow here, so that's not a thing, but like, you know, when the weather literally impacts your mood about how it's going to potentially crisp up some lawn, that's when you should be looking into like some other areas. This should be where I want to be. Yeah, this is probably where I want to be. We got Flayers in here. PMS says come back to visit Mum in the house, but because each other cuss each other out and say shit like, how could you not see this here? And don't you know it's not the place for what? Don't you know it's not the place for items like this? It's your problem. Why can't you understand this? And curse each other out more and continue cleaning. At least you guys enjoy it. That's fucking weird, but yeah, at least you guys enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it. Like, make it fun and shit. The funny thing is, like, I'm obsessive compulsive hygiene and hand washing, right? But I hate cleaning. It's not something that I enjoy doing. My general existence is trying to keep my surroundings as generally kind of clear and tidy and neat and shit as I can, so that then I don't have to do much in the way of cleaning and stuff. And I think it's like quite admirable that you go home and like help clean your parents' house and stuff like that, because I don't know what their situation is and they might need that assistance. I sure as fuck wouldn't do it for my family. They wouldn't appreciate it. Like, I'm excommunicated from my family, so they're generally irrelevant on the average day, but if I was to do something nice, like assist them clean the house or something, they would just see it as something that's expected, not something that's like genuinely out of like kindness kind of thing. Yeah, this is actually where I want to be. This is what I've been looking for like, I would say 2 weeks, but we haven't played this for a month, so that's a little bit confusing. Here's what we're after. This should have given me a thing. Oh shit, fuck, hold on. Holy crap. I guess usually I move and like cause them to attack straight away. Holy damn. But we don't enjoy this cleaning. Yeah, but at least you guys have fun with it. Not call the hell up, magic resistant curse teleportation. Like you enjoy like cussing each other out and like the ludicrousness of it. Like that shit's fun.
This dagger will separate the faithful from the fallen.
Alright, well, let's chuck it in there for the moment so I don't forget it. Yeah, I'm one of those people where it comes to like cleaning, I don't know. I do like a really intense level clean. Like if I'm gonna clean something, I'm gonna take the time. Like I mean like get up to like I don't know, 5 days of deep cleaning my house or something like that, even if it doesn't need that. So I don't enjoy it. Because I'm like, I'll see stuff and I'll be like, this needs to be put away, and then this other thing needs to be cleaned, and then when I move it, that like clutters somewhere else, so then I need to tidy that, and then I need to clean some of the surface so I can put something else on it, and so on and so forth. And it just kind of keeps going that way. And because I have a house and stuff like that, it's not like a... It is a finite area, but it's not as finite an area as, say, like a room is. So I'll have to go back because I want to go down that. I gotta go down that. It just takes longer, and if I'm gonna clean a room, I'm gonna probably deep clean each room individually. I kind of like dedicate about probably a day and a half, or a couple of, sorry, 1.5 rooms each day.
You have done well, noble hero. Ormus congratulates you. The old spirits of Skatsim will watch over you for returning their sacred blade. Now, after all these years, Ormus will once again use his powers to protect the innocent from the shadow. The spell that protects the dark side shall now be reinforced.
Thanks for the stretch, Rin. That's no reason why. What's it? Mum hates when both of us are back. So is it only when you're both back? You don't do the thing where it's just like one of yous rock up and do the thing. That's funnier. Also, again, a half okay crossbow, but we can't use it. Both because there's strength and because we don't use crossbows here. That shit just goes in the bin. I got, yeah, I thought so. I had like a dummy kind of mana there. Alright. So, let me get all that stuff.
The magic ring does me no good. Here, wear it proudly.
Man, I didn't even know you wanted to talk. Anyway.
Yes?
Hey. I was actually trying to trade with you. 10% chance to cast recharge bolt when struck. 5 to strength, 3 to energy, 1 to mana after each kill. That's not that great, mate. Like, I got kind of the same thing. But, like, it's got attack rating, it's got life stolen, lightning resistance, poison resistance. And then I got this thing, which just lets me not be frozen. So, no, you can take those back, mate. That's fine with me. That's pretty good. We found the fucking Flayer village up in... Okay, let me fucking... Wrong button. So I have been looking for this fucking village for ages, and I have explored all through here. Like, that was a spider den at the waypoint down there. That was arachnid layer, or vice versa, whatever the fuck that was. Then we got all the way up here, and as you can see, we went for a bit of a walk up this way, and this takes me to... I think that's the Great Marsh. I think that's the Great Marsh waypoint, and then that takes me up somewhere higher, I think. Or this was a dead end, I can't remember. I think this is a dead end. I've cleared that twice because I didn't find the waypoint the first time. I never went high enough up. And then we found this, and I kept... Initially, when I found this originally, I thought that we would have to go up the other side, but it is up here, and I never really got up here. So we found the Flayer village, which has given me the gibbon, which means one of my quests are done. Wrong button. Maybe? I gotta talk to Ashira. Alright, that's fine. But the Flayer jungle is right next to it, so I've been looking for that for a while. Who's Ashira? Ashira's the god, isn't she? I'm pretty sure.
Not here.
Either that or... Oh, it should be you. Yeah, Ashira.
Now that fewer of the Iron Wolves are needed to guard the dock side, some of them have volunteered to accompany you free of charge.
Yes, but there will never be an Eliza. I gotta admit, Eliza, her name in general in this game has been such a huge part. It could have literally been anybody, right? I could have literally got any, like, first helper. Let's look at one I could pronounce the name of. That was nice. I was just coming over here just to see if he had anything good, but I don't have a huge amount of money at the moment, so I'll just wait. I got an okay bow a while back. I've got okay armor. I've got okay enough armor to deal with where we're going for the moment. And I'm probably going to need more health than what I've got on me for where we're going, but I'll give it a crack for a bit. So also, we're waiting till I can level. So I can use the... I think I'm going to use this one first as my offhand weapon. What is it? 142 versus 156. Yeah, okay. So we're creeping up on being able to use that as my offhand weapon, because that will give me more overall damage, which would be great. And it's kind of got similar stats. It's also got resistances too. I'm really keen to get this for the purpose of the resistances, because when I start getting near the Cross Bazaar, I'm going to have a huge issue with the poison spiders. And I need some level of fucking poison resistance. Honestly, I haven't been worried about the cold resistance because I got the cannot be frozen. I'm not worried about it. Like, it slows me down a little bit, but as soon as I see him up against something that does, like, cold damage, I kind of tend to back off anyway. The other ones, I'm mostly just wary of them. You can see that shit coming. Normally. Alright. So, I should have... There we go. I gotta look for the brain down here. I might just plop one of those in the corner there, so I could see that being useful. There should be a lot of poison, and there should be a lot of really fast little fuckers in here. There we go. No, you go in there. I want Valkyrie to be in this room, realistically. Let me just put a decoy up the back. So these are the kind of guys that we're gonna, like, as much as they're immune to cold, right? My decoy is not going to afford me any assistance. Valkyrie seems to be a bit weak to them. Hold on, let's get new Valkyrie. I need you to stop hitting me from behind, mate. And then the shamans are immune to fire. So I've got to kind of like keep up on Valkyrie. Oh, shit. I gotta be careful. There is an electric dude over there too. I just kind of realized that as I died. Either way, I have a portal in there, so it's not the worst. Getting that shit back might be the worst, though. Let me get Eliza. I'm actually surprised that it's taken a little while to die so far. Usually when I take a break and I come back to playing Diablo for a bit, I normally die pretty quickly. Usually for a lack of paying attention. While I'm like trying to remember my keys and shit, generally speaking. I want you to be a special colour. Yeah, silver's fine. Alright, let's pop a new one of these up in the corner. Now, I need Valkyrie to go ahead of me. Yeah. Yeah, you go straight up ahead, love. Go for it. Because the lightning dude is coming around the corner and he's basically like nestled on my body. Which is not what I need right now. Eliza, I need you to actually be somewhere that can help me. Okay, she's dying so quickly. Eliza, can you help me? Okay. Oh shit, they're all walking down here. Well, I can keep up Valkyries for a bit. If Eliza could help me, that would be great. If I could get past them, that would be great. Let me put you there, because she's working on it. That's totally chokehold. Let me see if I can move you guys down a tiny bit. I want to move them away from my body and out of the nook. No, don't kill Eliza. Thanks, guys. Leave her. I've got, like, no health on me. I was going to say, I've got no health left on me, so I might as well try for a run. Bloody Eliza. I don't want you to keep dying. I do need the extra body, though. I got the money for Eliza. I got Eliza money. I got Eliza money.
Good day.
She's like 48,000. So, I will need some health, which I should have on me. No, actually, I shouldn't need mana while I'm trying to push through. I should just, actually, hold on. He heals me, right? Thank you. Let me get my mana back. Thank you. Alright, so I can just put this further down here, like that. You go play with her. Okay, they are kind of like choking that up. These two have run down here, but if I can get past them. Come on. Okay, not ideal. I don't have another thing up here. Get me up here. Eliza's in like the worst spot. I know it. Yeah, I thought so. No. Stay here for a second because I don't have any more health. I've got one of these will do. Not where I want to put it, but if I can get back in, it doesn't fucking matter, does it?